Look at yourself in the mirror. Is the figure staring back at you an ugly toad or charming royal? Your response may determine an underlying psychological condition. Welcome to the 7th episode of Season 1 of Lively Live Life, a podcast by the Information Institute that explains the science behind everyday phenomena. Today's episode is, Do You Think You're Cute? We all know that one person who goes about flaunting their achievements or raving about how attractive they are. While high self-esteem is a common phenomenon, especially amongst children, in some instances there may be a more serious cause, narcissism. Narcissism, or narcissistic personality disorder, is a condition that affects 5% of the population that first surfaces during the late teens or early adulthood. It is important to remember that just because people have a high self-esteem or are arrogant does not mean that they have NPD. Psychologists are still not completely sure how narcissism surfaces, but there are some promising sources. A person's environmental and personal experience may play a crucial role. Too much or too little praise or abuse can lead people to becoming narcissists. Genetics and heredity may also play a role, while personality is another undoubtedly important cause. Regardless of the cause, narcissism is a serious concern. People diagnosed with NPD believe themselves to be unreasonably important, regard others as inferior, expect others to constantly shower them in phrases and compliments, refuse to accept criticism or suggestions, experience envy and distrust, disregard or cannot comprehend others' emotions and needs, and refuse to change. Sometimes, narcissists may exploit others to their own needs, or consider others' safety or basic rights as irrelevant. Unlike their elegant and grandiose public images, however, a fractured and distorted self-image underneath them. Narcissists feel insecure, unstable, and inferior to others, leading them to mask out their inner feelings with extreme confidence. The general public believes that narcissists are in love with themselves, but what they are actually in love with is a fake and over-exaggerated view of themselves. Essentially, narcissists convince themselves that they are not unconfident and insecure by painting a bloated picture of themselves. Narcissism can negatively impact interpersonal relationships with family, friends, and coworkers, result in depression, anxiety, and eating disorders like anorexia, and deteriorate physical health. If the condition becomes serious enough, drug and alcohol misuse and inclinations towards suicide and self-harm may follow. Narcissism, like any other mental disorder, can be effectively treated with psychotherapy and medicinal drugs such as antidepressants, antipsychotic drugs, and mood stabilizers. However, most narcissists do not seek help as they are resistant to change. In fact, most of the narcissists who have received medical help have originally been diagnosed with another medical problem, such as drug overdose. It is up to those that surround narcissists to be able to root out the problem and allow narcissists to seek the medical help they need.